everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Guys, pumpkin spice is out. I think I own every kind of pumpkin spice food, beverage, existing thing downstairs in my kitchen. Everything is pumpkin spice and apple butter and cinnamon. Fall has fallen. Fall has sprung. I don't think that's how you say that, but it is definitely fall. The earrings are in. It is pumpkin spice latte season. I have a pumpkin cold brew. Life is simply good. And I'm pretty sure you all have the theme song for Gilmore Girls running on repeat in your head. I don't have to play it, and thank goodness I don't, because I don't have the copyright for it. But I think we all know why we're here. It is time for a fall TBR. I'm very excited for this. I've never filmed one of these before, and I don't really think I've ever made a fall TBR before. Like, not really. There's always books that I kind of am saving for Halloween because it's obvious, like, spooky, scary, witchy stories are Halloween stories. But I'm excited to have like a whole list of books to read this fall that there's no way I will get to all of them. I am also a grad student and I am drowning in work at all times. I'm actually procrastinating writing an essay right now. Make smart choices, guys. I will get to that later. But yes, we have an amazing fall TBR to get to. So let's do it. Okay, so I have my books kind of 2 or 3 different categories. I have those books that are like definitely Halloween books, definitely fall books that I've been putting off until I can read them in fall, like October. I have those that I would really, really want to get to this fall, like they are top of my list. And then I have others that I think would be good for fall, or that are just on my general TBR that I would like to read before the year's over, but that I probably won't get to. So let's go to the books that are definitely Halloween books, because I have, I think, 3. So we have the first book, which is a children's book, but it's a children's book I've read before that I love, that I think just really helps set the mood for Halloween. And that is The Witches by Roald Dahl. Yikes. He's the author of Matilda, in case you didn't know. But The Witches is a really funny book about witches. Shocker. So yeah, it's not scary, it's just funny. I had a grand old time when I read this in elementary school. Type is huge, pictures. I could knock this out in like maybe 2 hours, probably less. So, The Witches. Then I have another shorter book, but definitely not a children's book, and that is Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. I have this really small, like, paperback edition. It's really cute. I don't like this edition. My mom collects the editions that are just like bigger and more aesthetically pleasing, but I have this one, so we're gonna read this. It has like yellow pages and everything, like very sprayed yellow. So this is a murder mystery by Agatha Christie, but her her main detective in this one is Hercule Poirot. Oh my gosh. I can't talk. I never can in these videos. So, I don't know anything else about it, but it's Halloween Party. So what else do I need to know? Then I have Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shay Earnshaw. This is one of the villain retellings? I don't know. Disney did like a series of books that are like retellings or additions to the story. So Sally's definitely not a villain, so I don't know what this is. But I love Nightmare Before Christmas so much. I used to watch it every day in October, like consistently every day as I'm doing homework in high school, and then they took it off of Netflix. I did mourn that, but we are back with Nightmare Before Christmas in a book, and I'm so excited for this. I've been waiting to read this since I think Christmas. I got this from my friend, I think for Secret Santa. I think. But I think I've been waiting since Christmas. It's finally time to read this, and it's definitely on the very top of my TBR. For October 1st hits, page 1. So, in case you couldn't tell, I'm very excited about this one. Okay, so now we're moving into the books that are less Halloween centered, but could be more fall or just like those vibes. I think like fall vibes are like dark academia and cozy, comfy, murder mystery, which is the opposite of cozy, comfy, spooky, anything that falls into those categories. It's kind of what I was looking for on my bookshelves when I made this list. This book, it's a book that's been on my TBR since my birthday, which is in summer, simply because I just haven't gotten to it. But I thought monsters, ogres, creepy, sure, we'll put it on the list. It's also very comfy, cozy. It gives like, not creepy, but like monster Gilmore Girl vibes. Monsters and coffees. So in other words, legends and lattes. I still haven't said the word. Yeah, I've been waiting to read this since summer for no real reason. I just keep putting other books on a priority list above this and just don't get to it. But that needs to change because I am so excited about this book. I have been waiting to read this and dying to read this since it came out and people started talking about it. Finally got a copy for my birthday and still haven't read it. So this is also going to be on the very top priority list of my fall TBR. In case you didn't know what this is about an ogre? I think it's an ogre. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's this. An ogre, I'm going to stick with that, who wants to like put down the axe, put down the sword, stop fighting, and just open a coffee shop and live a cute life. And that is exactly what she does. So this book kind of follows her journey through that and just her experience. So it's very just chill, low stakes, which I think is something that I need, especially while I'm in grad school and constantly stressed. So, Legends and Lattes. Then I have 2 more books that are more spooky-ish. They are Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I'm pretty sure this was popular like 5 years ago, and I refused to read it. I thought this would be very cheesy and stupid. Sorry. I made bad judgments, okay? But I was told by one of the people I love getting book recommendations from that this was actually pretty good. And I read Scarlet earlier this summer, which is a vampire adaptation of the Scarlet Pimpernel, which I would also had the same feelings about as this, but I was like, okay, it's the Scarlet Pimpernel. I do like vampires more than I like zombies. I gave it a try, and it was so good. I loved it. So we're gonna try. I'm gonna try this. And zombies are perfect for the season. So, we'll see. I have The Bone Orchard, which already looks spooky, scary on the front. The back says, secrets grow in the dark, but empires die in the light. I was going to just read the back and give you a summary, but I think I just need to actually read you the first paragraph because it describes it beautifully. Tucked away behind a notorious house of ill repute, there is a garden where the trees are made of bones. The clattering, ghastly harvest is tended to by the women who live and work at Orchard House. Charm, the madame, and her haunting, beautiful charges. Shame, justice, desire, pride, and pain. Whoa. If that's not spooky season, I'm going home. Wait, I'm already home. That doesn't work. I quit. So, it's a thicker book. Not like crazy thick, but as a grad student, a thicker book. One that I don't really have time to read, but I'm excited to read. And it's beautiful. I mean, can we appreciate this cover? Look at that. Gorgeous. The Bone Orchard and Long Live the Pumpkin Queen were both given to me by the same friend. So Sarah, if you're watching this, I'm finally getting to them. Yay. Finally. Alright. So, the next category or stack of books that I'm going to be showing you is books that give me like more dark academia vibes and just like the haunted old library kind of vibes that I love. I will read that all year round, but this is just my excuse to finally read them now. So, the first one of those is The Name of the Rose. And if I was complaining about The Bone Orchard being big and not having time to read that as a grad student, I don't know what I was thinking with putting this on the list, but this book seems like it's just up my alley. Like, this is the book made for me. So, I was literally talking to one of my friends last night who's like, have you read this book yet? I was like, no, it's huge. Don't have time. And he was telling me all these different things about it. I was like, I just need to stop doing homework and read this book, which I'm not going to do, but I want to. So basically, I'm going to try to remember what he told me in his text messages. Sherlock Holmes, who is a monk, and like dark Catholic monastery, library, ancient text, scrolls, all of my little buzzwords that I just I love. Yeah, it's a mystery. There's a brother who is like Sherlock Holmes and is investigating 7 deaths, and he uses his tools of the logic of Aristotle, the theology of Aquinas, the empirical insights of Roger Bacon, all sharpened to a glistening edge by wry humor and a ferocious curiosity. He collects evidence, deciphers secret symbols and coded manuscripts, and digs into the eerie labyrinth of the Abbey, where the most interesting things happen at night. This is me in a book, and I am so excited. In case you haven't seen my videos before, I'm a theology master student, and I read a lot of Aquinas and Aristotle. Like, I literally have homework to go read that is Aquinas. I talked about Aristotle in seminar last week. I went to a liberal arts high school that focused on Aquinas and Aristotle and things like that. Where is Aquinas? Not Aquinas. Aristotle's right up here. So, perfect book. So excited. No idea how I'm going to read this year, but I want to. It's 500 pages. But, oh well. I guess I just won't sleep. I already don't sleep because of grad school. Sleep is for the weak. No, it's not. Go sleep. Go get sleep, people. Don't listen to me. Next, I have 3 dark academia books that are definitely like the top 3 dark academia books that are talked about on YouTube, all of which I desperately want to read. The first one is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I also been absolutely dying to get my hands on this book ever since it came out. I bought this, I think, last year for my birthday. I just don't have time to read. So making these TBRs is always very funny to me, but secret societies at Yale. That's all you need to know. That's all I know. A tale of power, privilege, dark magic, and murder set among an Ivy League elite. Yeah, I think everyone's kind of heard of Ninth House by now. I think the hype has kind of even died down, but still haven't read it. And the cover itself already looks spooky scary. I mean, it's not gonna be spooky scary. It's murder and dark magic. It's different vibes, but yeah. So excited to get to this. It's also longer in this form than in the hardback or like the big paperback, so I did that to myself. But the pages are also smaller. So this is also on my 2023 TBR, so I have another motivation to read this before the end of this year. So also Stephen King blurbed it, so it's just calling to me to be read this year, screaming from the shelves, read me, and read it I shall. The next book I've already actually started. I think I've been reading this all year technically. I just keep putting it down or not taking it with me and getting distracted. So the next book is The Atlas 6. I don't know why I keep putting this down or not getting to it, because I do love it. It's so good. But I think part of it is the fact that it got kind of destroyed in my carry-on this summer. And that just makes it less fun for me to read. It looks really gross on the bottom, and I hate when my books get wet. So that might have been a reason. I also keep trying to read it on Kindle, and then it gets returned because I don't have enough time to read. And then I'm just like, I'm gonna wait till the Kindle book comes back, and it doesn't come back for like 12 weeks. The dilemma. All the excuses. In other words, I just need to actually read this. This is also Secret Society. It revolves around the Library of Alexandria. There are 6 candidates, and they're all kind of competing to be the Elite 6. So I guess maybe there's 7. There are 6 characters, though, who are all competing to be part of this society. And there's like dark things going on in the background, and I have not gotten very far. But the characters are really fun. Some of them push my buttons and I don't like them. Some of them I love. So I'm very excited to actually get to this and finish it and just add this to the things that I've read, because I know Olivia Blake has come out with new books that also sound really exciting. I want to read everything she wrote, because the Library of Alexandria, guys, come on. It can't get better than that. It's books and knowledge and not translating in this book, but like, I love it. I can't even speak anymore. But Library of Alexandria burning down is just one of the like saddest things that has ever happened in this world. I will die on that hill. What I would give to work in the Library of Alexandria, just be surrounded by that. I'm a nerd. Anyway, continuing on. In case you couldn't tell, I'm either reading or planning to read books that have been talked about a lot on YouTube, and therefore I don't have to give much of an explanation, or books that I just genuinely don't know anything about. And I'm really bad at talking about what books are about. So, oops, sorry, my bad. But the next one is another one of the books that I think everyone has read or heard of or talked about in some capacity, especially if you're into dark academia. This is like the Dark Academia starter pack that I can't believe I haven't read, but I think it's been a little intimidating just being like, a lot of the time I just want like fun books to read and easier reads because I'm reading a lot for school. Even in my undergrad, I was an English major and I was working on my thesis, so I was a little busy. So the density of this book has kind of scared me. I don't know why. I don't think it's that dense. I think I just got scared. But now, especially as I am in a school that's very similar, honestly, from the vibes I'm getting to this school, I would love to read The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I live and thrive in dark academia. I don't know why I haven't read this. My grad school is not a boarding school. It doesn't have secret societies as far as I'm aware. But it's a very small cohort. There's 10 of us. So it kind of feels like we're already in this little secret society. I'm learning Greek, so very classic centered. Again, I'm reading the like philosophy stuff. So this kind of really speaks to me, especially now. So maybe it's a good thing I haven't read it yet. But this is also all secret societies, and my friend mentioned Greek was in this. There's a crime. It's another one of those mysteries. So, ooh. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Look at this. That's cool. That's so cool. That's gonna be a fun book to carry around just like this. Wow. Guys, this makes me very excited. I need to go get the book cover now off the floor. Yeah, The Secret History. I also definitely want to do a dedicated reading vlog to The Secret History and to like The Bone Orchard and things like that. There will be a lot of concentrated reading vlogs for a lot of these books. I think I also want to just do like a Dark Academia vlog or a spooky season vlog. Lots of vlogs. I want to vlog all of them and everything. So keep your eyes out for that. Especially The Secret History and Name of the Rose, I think. Those are my top 2 books that I want to get to like right away. I want to save Long Live the Pumpkin Queen and Halloween Party to like mid-October, end of October, when it's really like Halloween instead of just fall. So I have a plan, kind of. The next 3 books and the last 3 books are just not really fall at all, but they're on my TBR and they could work. Next book is a book that I don't know how I haven't read. I feel like everyone who's going to see this and knows me is going to lose their mind when I tell them I haven't read this, because it's such a classic. It's a children's classic. It's something a lot of people read in school, I think, but I never did. And that's The Giver by Lois Lowry. I read Number of the Stars, but not The Giver. So I do desperately want to read this. It's also a shorter book. Maybe not shorter or easier in content, but definitely page-wise. So this is also on my 2023 TBR, so this is just an excuse to put it on here. It has an orange spine, so it fits to the like fall aesthetics. Yeah, that's my excuse. I know nothing about The Giver. I've somehow completely avoided any spoilers of The Giver. I don't know how. I know it's very good. I think it's kind of sad. I think everything that Lois Lowry writes is sad, but it's also deep and important, so. Gradually, Jonas learns that power lies in feelings. Great. But when his own power is put to the test, when he must try to save someone he loves, he may not be ready. Is it too soon or too late? I'm gonna cry! Okay. Anyway, I need to read this. It needs to happen. Alright, and finally, I have Book of Night by Holly Black. This, I also know very little about. It's not like a fall staple or anything. It might be kind of Dark Academia, I think. It definitely looks like it. But it's a shorter book. It looks like it could work, and I'm excited to read it because I love Holly Black a lot. I love her Cruel Prince series. This is actually where that book goes, so mind the gap. Yeah, even your shadow can be stolen, what the back of the book says, which just sounds so cool, so spooky. Charlie Hall has never found a lock she couldn't pick, a book she couldn't steal, or a bad decision she wouldn't make. So, it's giving Leigh Bardugo heist vibes and things like that. Like, I'm not going to read the whole book jacket to you, but that's kind of the premise of this book. Maybe you've heard of it, probably you have. I'm excited to read it and just get that more like dark, cozy. I think these kind of books are cozy to me. They bring me joy. That's what I mean with that. So, yeah. That's my TBR. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys all have a fantastic fall and a great reading season. Hope you got some time to enjoy the spooky things and the pumpkin patches and all the pumpkin spice things if that's what you like. Maybe it's the apple crisp macchiatos or the chais. Whatever your vibe is, I hope you have a great one. And if you are interested in seeing a reading vlog for any of these books specifically, comment down below and I will prioritize that or make sure that I do make a vlog for that book when I get to it. I am very excited for this reading season and the excuse to read some of my favorite books that are on my TBR. I can't say they're my favorite, I guess. I haven't read them yet. But some of the ones that I've most anticipated reading that I just needed an excuse to read, and here it is. This is the excuse. This is your excuse to read all the books you haven't read yet that you want to read. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a grad student. I will be very busy. That also means that there will be grad vlogs coming out. I am currently filming a study with me, so that will definitely be out before this video, I think, because I need to go finish that essay. Pointing to my desk that's over there. I'm gonna finish that, and then that vlog will be done. So yeah, come follow me on my academic and reading journey if you so desire. Hope you have a great day. Love you all.